introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Atlanta Falcons. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line. And so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins, open man here, Sims complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now a give, right side. Gibson. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Ito Smith, his first carry. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Chase Young.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
56, right there, 56. 56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Washington.
They go play action here on 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the
touchdown, Washington.
To number 42.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And his kick is right through.
Washington 14, Falcons 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 26-yard line.
him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We got 3.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Darby brought him down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
First down.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. He pitches it out. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
On the carry.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington 14. Falcons 7.
56 right there, 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Third down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 14.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Up 2nd and 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
4-yard pickup on the play.
Now Haskins on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They go play action with Haskins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
At the 48.
Haskins will throw. Got a man. It's Gibson, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down. And
big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 79 yards. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
It's a gain of 7.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Haskins. He's going to fire one run deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
18.
A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. McSorley sets to pass. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's McSorley to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Haskins. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. McSorley from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
They'll take over.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a gain of 20.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
5 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Gibson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 36.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Washington 28, Falcons 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From just shy of midfield, McSorley is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 2nd and 10, it's McSorley. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Another carry now for Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 33-yard attempt. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Chase Young. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Sliding out of the pocket. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. The shotgun, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On the return is Williams. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
For the Falcons.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
6-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of
that good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Haskins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On 1st down. It's Gibson, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, a little second effort there on the strong run, and then drop just inside of the 20. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Haskins to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action now with McSorley. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Don't give them nothing.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Tonight's finals, Washington.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get a trip to Vegas next week for a date with the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.